Hi, if you're like me, you know Duty Free 1984 is one of the best sitcoms of all time. So today, I thought it would be fun to pull up a chair by the campfire and rewatch the sitcom with the entire cast of then and now. I will tell you about the original names and ages of the actors and how they have changed in 2023. Okay, let's see. Linda is played actress Joanna Van Gogh again. In 1984, when she was in the sitcom, she was 43 years old, and now she is living out there at 82.
Pearce, this is my wife.
Amy Pearce.
Hello, so glad to meet somebody from England. My husband's been in the slough of despond ever since he arrived. He can't find anyone to talk to. I do hope you'll...
Forgetful of their maker bee, as to take even themselves quite seriously. All God's jokes are good, even...
Fraser Hines is played actor Fraser Hines. In 1984, when he was in the sitcom, he was 40 years old, and now is living out there at 79.
Yes, I saw you at breakfast.
That's right, and I saw you, and you look very lonely. Here I find you again.
Leaving, and Pauline Collins, and I got on very well with it, and Patrick did, and we said, yeah, can't we have Pauline Collins to take over? And they mentioned it to her, and she said, no, I'm...
Customs officer is played actor Trader Faulkner. In 1984, when he was in the sitcom, he was 57 years old, and sadly on April 14, 2021, he passed away at 93 in London, England.
Please read this, senor.
Oh, how lovely. She said, I believe you're a pupil of Peter Finch. The rest is history.
The rest is history. But didn't she pay you a little bit extra to...
David Pearce is played actor Keith Barron. In 1984, when he was in the sitcom, he was 50 years old, and sadly on November 15, 2017, he passed away at 83 in the UK.
Impress her.
What if I was? Getting to know an attractive woman is about the only adventure that's left to me.
Well...
The expression. He would say, don't open it! And the interiors were, as Gwen says, Walton on Thames.
Oh, God,
and also
yeah.
a stuffed donkey.
Yeah. What's a stuffed donkey?
Charlie is played actor Tony Selby. In 1986, when he was in the sitcom, he was 48 years old, and sadly on September 5, 2021, he passed away at 83 in London, England.
It is absolutely essential to the success of our trip, and we naturally assumed you had it.
No.
Oh dear, what a pity.
Yeah, you can't say, you know. Yeah, it's about chemistry. And that's what I mean. I had an immediate rapport with Colin playing Fitz.
Amy is played actress Gwen Taylor. In 1984, when she was in the sitcom, she was 45 years old, and now she's living out there at 84.
Waves out there, and I was in the middle of them, being tossed about like a cork, screaming, David, David, save me. What would you do?
Well, people are accused, I mean, not now, they won't now, but they were accusing me of treating everybody badly and standing...
Lady Stoneleigh Jackson is played actress Denise Heyman. In 1986, when she was in the sitcom, she was 57 years old, and sadly on June 3, 2011, she passed away at 91 in Gloucestershire, England.
By invitation. May I ask if you've been invited?
Well, when you say invited, not exactly invited.
We're gate crashing.
Amy.
Then you won't be offended if I ask you to leave.
And there was a bit in episode 3, I think it was.
Manager is played actor George Camiller. In 1984, when he was in the sitcom, he was 42 years old, and now he's living out there at 81.
They were the ones borrowed by Senor Pearce.
Oh, no.
He must have gone for a swim and now he's disappeared.
Well, then we must go and look for him.
Oh, it's very dark, Senora.
Robert is played actor Neil Stacy. In 1984, when he was in the sitcom, he was 43 years old, and now is living out there at 82.
Don't you think you've been seeing rather a lot of David these days?
Robert, you're not jealous?
Well, of course not.
George is played actor Ray Mort. In 1984, when he was in the sitcom, he was 58 years old, and sadly on October 2, 1992, he passed away 66 in England, UK.
How much? 15,000 pesetas? That's very reasonable, I'll take it.
But Emily...
George!
Oh, dearie, dearie.
Gypsy Lady is playback actress Joan Rose. In 1984, when she was in the sitcom, she was 63 years old, and sadly on May 30th, 2010, he passed away at 89 in England.
Enjoying every minute of it.
Non ho venduto a questo mangione tutto
Ha
via.
detto 3.000 pesetas por esto.
3.000?
No, I didn't say that exactly.
Pedro is playback actor Ricardo Montalban. In 1984, when he was in the sitcom, he was 61 years old, and sadly on October 26, 2010, he passed away at 87 in Marbella, Spain.
Oh no, he's not with us.
Forgive me, Senora. That is Rodrigo, his wife.
Sheridan is playback actor George Forcham. In 1986, when he was in the sitcom, he was 45 years old. Sadly, on March 10, 2017, he passed away 75 in Worthing, West Sussex, England.
Particularly envious of the cashmere sweater.
Oh, yeah, very tasteful. And the Gucci shoes, very nice.
Who is your favorite character in the sitcom Duty Free? And what do you think when some actors have passed away? Leave your comments below this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell to wait for my next videos. Thank you and see you again.